He has been called the gentleman of Kenyan politics, a man who avoids drama, seeks diplomacy, and always wears a calming smile. But who really is Kalonzo Musyoka? Is he the forgotten kingmaker of our time, or Kenya's quiet hope in turbulent politics? This is not just history. This is the story of a man who has been in every chapter of Kenya's modern political book, but rarely on the covers. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka was born on December 24, 1953 in a village called Seikuru in what is now Kitui County. He grew up in a modest household where values like respect, service, and education were non-negotiable. His parents, especially his mother, were deeply spiritual, a value that Kalonzo carries with him to this day. He attended Sekuru Full Primary School before proceeding to Kitui High School and later Meru School. Driven by hunger for education, Kalonzo eventually joined the University of Nairobi where he graduated with a Bachelor of Law. He later furthered his studies abroad, earning a postgraduate diploma in law from the Kenya School of Law and even attending the Mediterranean Institute of Management in Cyprus, where he earned a diploma in international relations. Kalonzo's political career began in the heat of the 1980s when Kenya was a one-party state. In 1985, at just 32 years old, he was elected as the Member of Parliament for Kitui North, now Kitui West. His rise was meteoric. President Daniel Arap Moi noticed his brilliance, and over the years, Kalonzo served in multiple ministries, including tourism, education, and foreign affairs. He was notably among the youngest cabinet ministers at the time. He developed a reputation as a loyal, calm, and thoughtful policymaker, the kind who listened more than he talked. Kalonzo's time as Kenya's Minister of Foreign Affairs from 1993 to 1998 was arguably one of the most impressive chapters in his public service career. During this period, he represented Kenya in international forums, negotiated peace talks in South Sudan, and built diplomatic bridges across Africa and Middle East. Kalonzo was central in IGAD negotiations and was respected for his calm yet firm approach. His style wasn't flamboyant, but effective. He was and still is a believer in diplomacy over confrontation. In 2007, after the disputed presidential elections and the post-election violence that rocked Kenya, Kalonzo played a unique role. Despite the political tension, he accepted to serve as a vice president under President Mwai Kibaki in January 2008. Many called him a traitor, others believed he brought calm and stability during a national crisis. Whatever the interpretation, one thing is clear: Kalonzo made a calculated decision, choosing what he believed was peace over politics. As a vice president, he was also Minister for Home Affairs, overseeing critical dockets like prisons, immigration, and more. Behind the political career, Kalonzo is a man deeply committed to family. Kalonzo Musyoka is married to Pauline Musyoka, a woman known for her quiet strength and support in the background. The two have been married for decades and have stood together through Kalonzo's long and sometimes bumpy political journey. Together, they have been blessed with 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters. The firstborn son is called Kennedy Musyoka. Kennedy is Kalonzo's firstborn son and has been making quiet but steady moves in leadership. Born in 1987, Kennedy is in his mid-30s and is widely seen as Kalonzo's potential political heir. But he's not just riding on his father's name. Kennedy studied at the University of Nairobi, where he pursued law, just like his father. He later earned a master's degree in international law from the University of Pretoria in South Africa. In 2017, Kennedy made headlines when he was nominated by the Wiper Party to the East African Legislative Assembly, an important step in regional politics. At Iyala, he has served on various committees and been part of legislative debates focusing on youth, governance, and East African integration. The second-born son is Kevin Musyoka. Unlike Kennedy, Kevin has stayed largely out of the political spotlight. Sources close to the family say Kevin has a background in business and technology. He has reportedly been involved in tech-related enterprises and NGO-related work, though not much is publicly documented. We also have Sharon Musyoka. Sharon Musyoka is said to be a communication and public relations professional. She's been seen accompanying her father on a few official occasions and is known for being graceful and composed, much like her mother Pauline. Sharon has been described by family friends as intelligent, organized, and someone who supports community work, especially in education and mentorship. All in all, Kalonzo Musyoka's children appear to be living meaningful lives, with a balance of service, professionalism, and purpose, whether in politics, business, communications, or community work. Over the years, Kalonzo has earned the nickname the Kingmaker. Why? Because in 2013 and 2017, he backed Raila Odinga under the CORD and NASA coalitions, becoming deputy president candidate. He brought with him a loyal Kamba vote bloc, often tipping the scales. But despite his sacrifice, the top job always eluded him. Critics argue he plays it too safe. Supporters say he is a man of principle, willing to put country before ambition. In recent years, he has been a key part of Azimio la Umoja, again backing Raila in 2022. The public conversation now is, will Kalonzo finally make a serious run for presidency in 2027? Despite his long service, Kalonzo is not without criticism. Some say he lacks political boldness. Others argue that he waits too long, avoiding the limelight and missing the key political moments. His soft-spoken nature, once seen as a strength, is sometimes mistaken for weakness. And in the era of aggressive political mobilization, Kalonzo is often accused of being too moderate. But here's the thing, Kalonzo has always chosen principle over popularity. He has avoided scandal, maintained a clean public image, and never been linked to corruption, a rarity in Kenyan politics. Faith has always been Kalonzo's compass. A devoted Christian, he once led a national prayer breakfast and has spoken openly about the role of faith in his life. He believes leadership is service, not showmanship. His foundation, the Kalonzo Musyoka Foundation, has supported education for many students in underprivileged areas. As 2027 approaches, many wonder, is Kalonzo Musyoka preparing for his political chapter, or will he once again play kingmaker? Kalonzo's story isn't just about politics, it's about patience in a world that rewards noise. It's about standing by your values when others sell out. It's about choosing service over self, family over fame, and principles over popularity. Whether you support him or not, Kalonzo's journey is one of consistency, humility, and quiet courage. As the sun sets on one chapter and rises on another, one thing is clear. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has shaped Kenyan politics in ways that textbooks will one day teach. He may never trend as loudly as others, but his footprints are everywhere, from Sekuru to State House corridors. Kalonzo's journey is one of a true statesman. And in today's noisy world, maybe what we need is the voice of a gentleman. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of Kenya's most influential leaders.